So where expireds should actually be easier than FSBOs. And the reason why is because FSBOs, they don't even believe in realtors. They think that there's no value in who we are and what we do and what we bring to the table. So for a FSBO, you have to educate them that we are a profession. We're not salespeople. We have the same kind of criteria that doctors and lawyers and financial planners have, where we have fiduciary responsibility to our clients. So we're misnamed salespeople. We're licensed professionals with a fiduciary responsibility to our clients. And that needs to be communicated in the face-to-face. So on a call with a FSBO, you got to get in the door just to see the house so you can start to have that conversation. Now with an expired, they already know behind the curtains. They understand the deal. They understand that a real estate professional gets listings and they market it. And so they understand all that, but they also may be ticked off. So when you're talking to an expired, you have to allow some of that disappointment and anger get expressed, but don't get plugged. Don't let it mean anything. Push past it. And with an expired, you can be a little bit more, I don't want to say truthful. With a FSBO, it's a softer call because they don't see value. Expireds, they understand realtor and they saw the value, and you can get a little bit more like, well, listen, I know you're upset and you're frustrated, but have you ever had a bad experience before in your life? Like whether it be a restaurant or an airplane service. Like if you had a bad experience, which I'm sure you have, you didn't say, you know what, we're never going to a restaurant again, or we're never going to fly again. So anyway, here's, I guess, the point that I'm trying to make, Tim, and for everybody listening, is that FSBOs and expireds are different calls and different skill sets and different approaches. And some agents will be great with expireds and horrible with FSBOs, and vice versa. What I encourage you to do, Tim, and everybody listening, is to say, well, I'm really good with this one and horrible with that one, so I'm not going to do what I'm horrible at. I'm going to stay with what I am good at. What I'm going to encourage you to do is not do that, is to look at it as an opportunity to master communication, which, by the way, this is true for all of us. If you look at every phone call that you make, whether it's a FSBO or an expired, and you look at it as an opportunity to master communication, it's going to force you to get stronger and to have a breakthrough in who you are as an agent. I said this last week, that by you getting good on the telephone, it's going to impact so many other aspects of your business, your self-confidence, your self-worth, you being able to ask for higher commissions. Like when you do the thing that you don't want to do and you push through the, I don't want to do it for whatever reason, I'm afraid, I don't think I'm competent enough, whatever, and you push past that, there's a ripple effect in your character. In your character. Let me say it this way, and then I'm going to go. Every call that you make, even if you don't get the appointment, you are growing as a real estate professional. And it's going to permeate your entire business. Every time you don't get an appointment, or you have the result be less than what you would like, I want you to get off the phone before you make the next call and reflect and ask yourself the question, what could I have said differently that would have turned out a different outcome? How could I have navigated that moment in that call where I believe that's where I lost them, was right then? What can I have said differently at that moment? And if you do that with every call that doesn't turn out the way you want, you just became stronger.